What's going on, YouTube? In this video, we're talking daily fantasy sports picks, and we're doing them in the MLB. Let's break them down. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. This is the Sports Stage. My name is Austin. On this channel, we do fantasy football. We do sports betting. We like to win. We don't always win, but we always try to win. And most of the time, we actually do. In this video, like I said, we're going to do some MLB sports picks on daily fantasy apps. Today, we're using Chalkboard. If you don't have the Chalkboard app, real quick, down at the bottom of the screen, code worldwide, that gets you a $100 deposit match on your first deposit if you don't have the app. If you do have the app, you probably followed my channel before and watched one of my videos. You know I like to use Sleeper, Chalkboard, Dabble, Prizepicks, Underdog. I use multiple sports betting apps to get us the best picks to win. Little recap of yesterday. Did not hit the free pick. Kind of on a slump lately as far as the whole slip goes. The system's working. The picks are hitting. As for example, yesterday I was 4-2 total on daily fantasy picks. However, those two picks that lost were divided up between two different slips, and both of those slips lost. So getting a little unlucky right now, but the system's working. I mean, 4 out of 2, what is that, 66% correct yesterday. Anything above 55% is what we're trying to get at here in sports betting, but the luck wasn't there. I'm going to try to put together more winning picks today. Hopefully we can, if we go 4-2 today, we're going to go 4-0 on one slip, and we can go 0-2 on another. I mean, if you lose the other slip with two bad picks, that's fine. Just give us one winning slip, right? But let's get right to it. I don't want to waste too much of your time. We got 4 picks today, a lot to break down, and we're starting out with Luis Castillo under 18.5 outs. So you can see it right here. I've already selected it for you. Luis Castillo under 18.5 outs. Guys, pitcher outs is one of my favorite lines lately, and 18.5 is a lot. If you guys know, pitchers usually go 5 to 6 innings. 18.5 outs, you're going to have to go a full 6 plus one more out in the 7th inning. A lot of pitchers don't do that. Usually by the 6th inning, their pitch count's getting high, getting close to that 90s to 100 pitches, and managers don't like to let their pitchers go that deep. So 18.5 is a high line, even with a guy like Luis Castillo. You can see his chart right here. This is his outs chart over his last 10 games. He's gone under this 6 times, over it 4 times. 21 outs, that's a full 7 innings. You guys know math. 7 times 3, 21. That is a long outing for a starting pitcher in today's game, especially with these dudes that are throwing high heat, high cheese. A lot of managers don't want to see those guys whipping that arm up above 100 pitches. So anyways, Luis Castillo, he is under it in 6 of those last 10 games. He did go a full 6 innings in 4 of those. Down here you can see he went 5 innings in 2 of them. So he's playing the Rangers today, right? Defending champs. However, they haven't been as good this year. There is a lot of green here for Castillo to do well. But I wanted to show you guys up here. Let me move the Chalkboard app out of your way. The odds on the under is the best odds we're getting is -193 here and -190. Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book in the world, has it at -193. Heavily favored to go under. They believe Castillo will go under just as well as I believe Castillo will go under on this pick. Like I said, 60% of the time he's gone under it. That's his last 10 games. If we want to look at his whole season, does us even better. 81% of the time on the season he's been under it. Look at all this red. Every single one of these games that's in red, he's been under the line. All these ones in green, he's been over this line. So that's showing us that Castillo typically does not go a full 7 innings or more than 6 innings at all. All these 18 right here, he came out right after the 6th inning. This 20 right here, you can see he went 6.2 innings. It's not likely that he's going to go over that again, especially playing the defending champs. You never know what the Rangers are going to do. I mean, look at their lineup. You got guys like Simeon, Seager, Adolis. They have a stacked lineup still, even though they haven't been doing as well as they did last year when they took home the pennant. That's all I got for the Castillo pick. Let's move right along. Like I said, we have 4 picks to get into today, and we're going to move right along and hurry up with this video so I don't waste your time on this Friday. Next, we're going to go with a strikeout line. We're going to go with Kyle Bradish, Baltimore versus Philly here. I pulled it up so you guys can see it. You don't have to see me searching for it. This is at 5.5. That's what his line is at. I'm actually going to adjust this down and go down to 4.5 strikeouts, and we're going to take the over on the 4.5 strikeouts. 5.5, I think, is just slightly too high. 4.5 is going to give us a much higher probability to actually hit the pick. Obviously, the payout's going to be a little bit smaller, but to actually win the pick, that's going to help us out. Let's go here to strikeouts, and we're going to go down to Bradish. Here's his last 10 games here, guys. You can see he doesn't even have a full 10 games on this season, but this is his last 10 chart according to props.cash. If you guys don't have props.cash, check out the link in the bio down here. It's a super good app. It'll show you all these charts. Everything I'm showing you right now, this is their website, so you can see everything they offer. So right here, there's 2 games where he's been under on the strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 5 of his 7 he's been over, but I want you to notice here, this is 5.5 is what this chart is showing us. I'm going to adjust this down a little bit. Check it out. 4.5. He's been over it now 6 of his 7 starts. So what percentage is that? 86%. Thank God that was up there because I can't do that precise math like that off the top of my head. So looking over here, look at all the sports books. Look at the odds they have here. Pinnacle has it minus 111 to go over, minus 127 to go under. That's at 5.5. That's why I'm adjusting this line down to 4.5 because, like I said, Pinnacle is the sharpest book in the world, and they have the under more favored than they have the over. So they know something that we don't and that these other sports books don't know outside of DraftKings. Look, DraftKings here has the over weighted a little bit, way heavily favored over the over. That's a lot of verbiage. The under is favored more than the over. I'm not going to say over the over because that doesn't make sense. So FanDuel here, better odds on the under, but not as much. Same here as Caesars, better odds, but not as much. DraftKings, pretty heavy. BetMGM has it favored heavily on the over. So the books are kind of all over the place. Like I said, Pinnacle is the one that I look at the most. The 5.5 line is just, it's too tricky to bet the over or the under on that. So adjusting it down to the 4.5 mark, that's going to give us an 86% over his, or sorry, that's going to show us that he's been 86% of the time over this line. That gives us way better odds to actually win the pick. Like I said, payout goes down slightly, but we're trying to win the pick, and with all these combined, we're still going to be getting a 3.47x payout. You'll see that here at the end. Moving right along, next we're going to take Hunter Brown under 2.5 earned runs. You see his line right here set at 2.5. We can adjust that, but if we adjust it down, we have to take the over, and I don't think Hunter Brown is going over on his line, so we're going to hit that under. Here's his chart right here over his last 10 starts. He has started 13 games. 46% of the time he's been over it. That leaves us with, 54% of the time he's been under. Sorry on the slow math there. It is very early. It's 6:30 in the morning here where I'm at. So he's been under this more times than he's been over it. 54% of the time. That's giving us better odds to hit the under. If you see right here, guys, Caesars has this. Over is plus 126, under minus 175. Pretty similar. There's just one cent off here at BetMGM. Those are the only odds we have on this line right here. But let's look at down here who he's going against. He's going against Detroit. In the last 15 games, they're 23rd in weighted runs created plus, 24th on the full season. 93.9 is their value. Their average value in the MLB on that unweighted runs created plus is 100. So they're 7% below average as far as the entire MLB goes. Detroit has not been great as far as that goes, and strikeouts per inning, Brown is in the 65th percentile, so he's on the better half of the league right now. Those things combined give us a good pick. One more thing I wanted to show you guys real quick is down here in his innings. He is going 6 innings quite a bit, 5 innings a few times here, but if you look at his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 13 starts, he's gone 6 innings. And then 1, 2, 3 of those, the other games, he's gone at least 5 innings. So 8 of those 13 games, he's pitching 5 innings or more and still giving up less than 2.5 earned runs in 54% of those games. So now 5 and 6 innings isn't a deep outing, but it's definitely not an early exit by any means. So he is going to pitch probably 5 or 6 innings again today. I do think he will go under, as well as the sports books think he's going to go under based on this chart, based on those stats and analytics that I just gave you. So that's the pick, Hunter Brown, under 2.5 earned runs. Lock that one in. Let's move right along. And this is a prime example of why we jump on picks as fast as we can. I actually have Tariq Skubal going under 18.5 outs. That was 10 minutes ago when I started recording this video. I had that. It's actually still on my phone, probably in the slip. But this has now changed. Chalkboard has added a flash deal to 17.5 outs on Skubal, and we can no longer take the under on 18.5 outs. So that pick is actually going to be a wash now. So we're stuck with these 3 picks. I don't want to just throw in one on Skubal and show you, hey, let's just go with over 17.5 or over 16.5 with the adjusted line. I didn't look into those analytics. AI doesn't say that that's a good pick. It did say that under 18.5 is a good pick. They changed it. Now it's a flash deal to get over 17.5 outs. So I'm not going to take that pick. We're going to stick with the 3 picks that we have on the slip right now. $100 wins us $272. That's still a great payout. I was trying to get a 4-man slip for us, but we're going to go with a 3-man slip today, and that's why you guys see that pick changed. Tariq Skubal, 17.5 outs is his line now. It was 18.5. I'm serious, probably 10-15 minutes ago whenever I started recording this video. And I was taking the under. The under looks really good on that, so I'm not even going to mess with that pick anymore. Just not what I want to do. Not a very smart pick to just throw something in there. So there's your slip, guys. Castillo, Bradish, Hunter Brown. Castillo under 18.5 outs. Bradish over 4.5 strikeouts. Hunter Brown under 2.5 earned runs. One more thing I wanted to talk about, guys, real quick. My VIP picks. You can get a free month of that subscription before football season starts. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to join in on the Sports Stage community so we can all start winning once football season gets here. If you know anything about me, that's my expertise. I do like these other sports. I love them. Analytics are there. It doesn't matter if you like the sport or not. If the analytics are there, we can bet on it. We can win big. But football is my actual expertise and where my background is and my history. So get in on the VIPs before football season starts. Head over to Instagram. Drop me a follow. The link's in my bio down here. If you follow, send me a message that says, hey, I came from your YouTube video. I'll send you the link to that free month. I do have a couple sports books picks out on my VIP that I posted about 2 hours ago already. It was about 5:45 this morning. I found those couple positive EV bets. I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously, because those are my premium VIP picks. But if you want in on those, head over to Instagram. Send me a DM. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Friday and have a great weekend.